Hey, this is Dana Kathy Wonrow on another missionary adventure. We are glad to be in Łomnice, Poland, just a small village southeast of Jelenia Góra. We're in an area called Silesia or Silesia. This is an area that was part of Germany for hundreds of years. And there was actually, this estate has been in operation for about 600 years, passing from different families. In 1835, there was an ambassador from Prussia named Karl Gustav Kuster, who bought this estate, remodeled the castle here, has a smaller castle over here. Now it's open as a hotel and as a museum. In 1945, the end of the war, the Soviet Union, the forces came through this area. The Germans all fled from here, and that's why Łomnice is the Polish name now. But so what's significant about this area is not only that this is one of the most beautiful castles that had been restored, and by the way, after communism fell in 1989, the Berlin Wall fell down. In 1993, the Kutzer family was invited to come here again to take over the grounds, which were pretty much in ruins at that time, and they've restored it with a lot of help from the government as well. So why is this significant? Well, it's significant also because of a building that's right behind us here. So let's turn around and look at this building. This is a Silesia prayer house. In the 1730s and 40s, the King of Silesia, this area was part of Germany at that time, granted Protestants permission to build churches. During the 30-year war, the famous 30-year war, Catholics had taken over Protestant churches and all over this area of what is now Poland. And the king then granted Protestants permission to have their own churches. But he said, you can only build a church built out of wood and stone and no steeples or bell. And so they built these churches. They were called houses of prayer, of which in Silesia there were over 200 built in that middle area of the 1700s. Unfortunately, there's only a couple of them that are still standing right now. This particular one came from an area, a village about 20 kilometers away, and it was falling into disrepair, and so the Kuster family, along with government help, took the pieces from that building, brought it here, reconstructed it, and it opened in the year 2020. But what's really significant about these houses of prayer is that you had a king saying, okay, Protestants can have a church, and these churches were built right next to the Catholic churches. So in all of these villages in Silesia, over 200 of them, and in this particular area, the region of Jelenia Góra, there were 42 villages here, and every village had a Catholic church and a Protestant house of prayer right next to it as a sign of unity. And it became known around Europe as Silesia being a place of tolerance among Christians where they got along. So pretty cool testimony to the power of unity in the body of Christ. Not uniformity, but unity under the cross of Jesus Christ. Let's take a look inside, okay? Being a Protestant church, of course, that meant that there was no special altar, there were no icons, no saints, no statues, nothing like that. Very, very simple, because it was the cross and it was Jesus Christ that was always central in a Protestant church. But these houses of prayer pretty much took on the same kind of look like this. Again, made out of wood, stone, very, very simple. And when they dedicated this building, when they reconstructed it in 2020, just a few years ago, I love this. They put up a map of the area around Jelenia Góra where you can see the 42 towns that also have these prayer houses situated next to the Catholic Church as well. You know, I think it's a great statement towards Jesus' prayer, the high priestly prayer that he prayed in John 17. When he prayed very clearly, he said, Father, I pray that they would be one. Speaking of those who named the name of Christ. He said, I pray that they would be one as we are one, so that the world would know that you sent me. There's great power in unity in the body of Christ. Again, not uniformity, not sameness, but we all come together in unity under the cross of Jesus Christ, his death, burial, and resurrection. So let's make that our prayer, that as believers in Jesus, we will be people of unity among the body of Christ across denominational lines, so that we can see the glory of God revealed in the earth and the world drawn to faith in Jesus Christ. That's our goal. Until next time, we want to remind you that it's worth it serving Jesus. Make sure you click the subscribe button down below and the bell. God bless. Bye-bye.